Okay, Alex, you just have to tell me, what am I smelling right now? It smells amazing, but what is it?
Here's a dish that called Gang Tai Pla, which is considered to be the jewel dish of the southern of Thailand.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to the peninsula, southern peninsula, this is the dish that everybody asking for.
Really?
And they like it.
Okay.
But it might not be favorite to the American or to the international taster.
Why?
Because of the smell, because of the scent, because of the flavor is a little bit intense. By saying intense, it's both for spiciness and also the salt, a little bit of the saltiness from the marinade and from the fermented fish.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, the smell is intense. I'm getting a lot of things right now, and
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I can't pinpoint it, but that's when you know it's super flavorful, you know? And I'm like, okay.
But the key, the whole point is a flavor that make it unique. It's because of the saltiness and also from the broth itself. I don't know what should we call it, a curry or should we call it just a soup?
See, you could just take it as a soup, right?
Yes.
Or you could put it on top of rice, like you were saying, right? So I think it's both, right? You can take it as a curry or take it as a broth.
Right.
Amazing.
So
either way.
None of the Thai food is like cooking instantly and make a dish like
Okay.
Western cuisine.
Yeah.
Usually it's always have something that need to get prepared. Long time, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, you know, in the process, like the broth here or the or the fermented fish that
So it's fermented fish, that is. Got it.
They use tuna. Usually they use a tuna.
Right, right.
And it take them from maybe like 5 months, 6 months, maybe
5
a year,
to 6
and
to
then
a
use
year?
that to make seasoning it, and then
Gotcha.
add some of the veggies and produce that you can get locally.
Right.
In America, we don't get much like they have in local Thailand or southern Thailand, but we try to get as much as we could. So we put the green bean, we put the bamboo shoot, we get the Thai eggplant, we put some of the star pea. It's called the star pea.
Star pea, okay.
It's star pea, and you also put the cashew nuts, and you put
I mean,
the,
this just looks like a melting pot.
right, and you put some of the fish, which is like
Even better.
right. Just add a flavor of each.
Now this
Each
looks
of
like
those.
it's pretty good for your health.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
As
tasty
strong as
and
it-
good for your health.
Right. You can either serve it with the steamed white rice, or on top of it, or you can put with the rice vermicelli, and you garnish with a bunch of the variety of the fresh veggies.
I never thought of the vermicelli like the.
Yes.
Oh, that
So the
sounds-
people in the south, they love to eat the veggies very much.
So this is a southern cuisine.
The southern cuisine.
Southern cuisine.
It's always come with like a big basket of variety of the local
Gotcha.
produce. Some of them they just harvest from the backyard or from market, from farm, you know, but the more the better, because it to help balance of the spiciness
Right. Ooh.
from the dish.
Okay.
Would you like to try it?
I think I have to try this.
Okay.
All right, guys, you heard everything that Alex was saying in the kitchen, right? So right here, I have Gang Tai Pla, and I can smell it, it's strong, and I'm pretty nervous, but really excited to see how this tastes. Now, like he mentioned, you can put it over the rice, or you can put it over the noodles. And he was telling me that it always comes with a plate of veggies. Now, why? You have to construct that taste in your mouth, you have to equal it out, level it out. So I'm gonna dig in, and I'm gonna give you guys my authentic, genuine review of how this tastes. Should we do it? Let's do it. I think I'm gonna go over the rice first, because I personally love rice. So let's get all these veggies. Do you guys see that? Okay. I'll put over my rice. Oh, that just looks beautiful. this. Oh my God, the spice is hitting me now. Whoa. That just exploded in my mouth. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. The first bite, I was like, okay, come on. I'm getting the spicy right now in there. The first bite, I felt that tangy, salty, like juice. And as soon as I started to chew more and more, I got hit with 10 different flavors right there. It was not just one kind of spice, but so many different kinds of spices in there. The vegetables really soaked up that soup, that flavor. So biting into that vegetable, it just went all over, and I feel like my mouth is having a party right now. It's spicy, but it's not killing me. It feels good. That was really, really good. Let's try it with the noodles. I want to get some more veggies in there. That was so good. Gonna get that soup. Now, Alex did mention you could just have the soup on its own if you want. I think, let me just try the soup on my own first. Oh yeah, that's heavy. Now, I'm not talking about the broth. The broth is pretty light when you taste it, when you eat it, but the flavors are what makes it really thick and heavy. You could do that on your own. I personally think it tastes better with the rice for now, but let's see how it tastes with the noodles. Get that right there. It's gonna be so different. Oh God. I usually like everything better with rice, but I'm not gonna lie, I think it tastes so good with the noodles. I just wanna like dunk this whole thing in the noodles. Oh my gosh. Let me see what else I'm getting here. I mean, if you're a fan of spicy, this is it. Because there's different kinds of spices, you know what I mean? It's the spicy that you can't handle, you take it, you need to drink something, it's not okay. And then there's the spicy that lingers in your mouth, but it tastes good. That's what I'm getting right now. It's lingering in my mouth, but it's tasting so good. I'm gonna go for another bite. Now let's get this in there. He did say there was some cut up fish. I'm so sorry. You're probably so jealous right now. You can definitely tell that it's been fermented for a while, because there's no way you get this flavor overnight. Absolutely no way. And the veggies really do cut it out. I'm in heaven. I don't even know how to explain this to you guys right now. No, I think this wouldn't taste the way that it does without the veggies in here. Because tasting the soup on its own versus biting into a piece of veggie is so different. Like, I'm not kidding you guys, you can see that the soup is oozing out of the vegetable. Because when my first bite hit, I was like, okay, this is good. As soon as I bit that vegetable and that juice came out, game over. This was priceless. This is something else. And it's so authentic. It reminds me of my grandma's cooking. Now, I'm a personal fan favorite of food that is extremely flavorful, just like what we have here, and salty, but I'm getting tangy, but the vegetables really mix it out. So I know it's hard to imagine what it could taste like, right? So I would say, if you've never had something this authentic, this fermented, this flavorful, this experimental, you're gonna have to try it for yourself. This is the first time I'm ever having this, and I'm telling you I'm gonna have it again. So there you go. You should definitely check this out, try it out. And I think the noodles won this one for me. It definitely did.